Alright guys, welcome to my bathroom. I'm doing an insulin pump site change, and I had a couple people asking me what kind of pump I use and how it works, so I thought this would be a good chance to explain it. So if you don't know, an insulin pump is basically something that is injected into you and continuously pumping you with insulin. So my body doesn't make insulin, so I could either take it through injections like shots, or I could use an insulin pump, which is continuously giving me that drip of insulin that I need. So I use what's called an Omnipod pump. I'm still pretty new to it. I've only been using it for about a month now, but it's been great so far. So I have my pod on right now, and this little thing is filled with insulin, and then there's a little rubber tube, plastic tube that's kind of stuck in my skin that's pumping me with the insulin. So I change this every 3 days because it's bad for that tissue under your skin to constantly be getting that insulin in the same spot, so you have to switch it up. So here's what the new one looks like. So this is a PDM, Personal Diabetes Manager, just a fancy word for the device that I use to control my insulin pump. Change pod. So right now it's deactivating the one that's on my body. Right, so the next step's gonna be for me cleaning the new site where my new pod is going, which I'm gonna put on this side of my back. So I'm gonna wipe it down with an alcohol swab, and use the other side of the alcohol swab to wipe down the top of my insulin vial. I've got these cool little vial protectors on from Vial Safe, which are awesome. These are made of glass, the bottles, so these guys made these awesome little protectors, so if you drop them, they won't break. Super genius idea. So let that dry for a second, and then I use something called Tack, which is this liquid adhesive stuff, and I brush a little bit of it on the site where I'm gonna put the pod so it sticks a little bit better. And in the meantime, I'm gonna take this syringe and fill it up with insulin. I just inject it into this little hole right here. And this is a tubeless insulin pump. So it's really nice because I just wear this little pod that's filled with insulin, whereas there's some other pumps out there that this thing is attached to your hip, and then there's a tube coming out of it, and the insulin is in this instead, and the little site that goes on you is smaller, so there's no tubes to get caught on anything or anything like that. So now it's priming, which means it's filling that little plastic tube that I was talking about with insulin, and that's just to make sure, again, that I'm not getting any air injected into my skin where it should be insulin. So the next step is to take this little cap off, and this in here is where the needle will come out, right in this little hole. So it's pretty cool with this because I stick it on and then it injects the little needle with the plastic piece, and then the needle comes back out and lives in this thing. So really it's just the plastic piece that's in me, but it's really nice because it itself is what's doing the needle injection, whereas with the other kind of pumps you would have to do it, like I would click a little thing and it would attach to me, so it's a little bit easier, a little better for kids as well. So I'm going to find that same spot that I put the sticky stuff, I'm going to stick it on there, try to make sure there's not any, folds or air bubbles or anything in the adhesive. So I click start, and then I pinch up the skin around here. So like I said, it's going to be injecting me with that little needle. There it was. Pretty painless. So now that little plastic tube is sitting under my skin, and it's as easy as that. Well, cool. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more diabetes related content, stuff about my daily routine with type 1, and more movement and nutrition related stuff as well.